All right. So I'm joined today by Nick and Larissa. How you guys going?
Thanks, Josh. How are you?
Good. You?
Yeah, I'm all right. All right. So obviously they've decided to jump on and share a little bit about their journey of working with me. We've still got a little bit of time left remaining, which is good. But yeah, I don't know. Do you guys want to start by telling everyone a bit about what life was like before we started working together?
Sure. I'll let you do that one.
Yeah. So before we started working with Josh, we were in a bit of a pickle. So we were budgeting for bills and things like that, but the rest of our income, we were living month to month. So yeah, we were pay to pay. We if we had any major expenses or anything like that, like medical expenses or pet expenses or anything like that come up, we were straight to the ZipPays or to the AfterPays and things like that. So yeah, we weren't putting savings away. We were chewing through all of our money every month, apart from a small allocation for our monthly bills. And yeah, we couldn't work out where we were going wrong. Just felt like we were chasing our tail. So
Sure. What about for you, Larissa? Was it very much the same?
It was, yeah. We'd come to the end of the month and we'd be like, well, what did we spend the money on? We didn't know what we were doing. We weren't conscious of what we were spending our money on. It was just, we saw something or we needed something or we liked something and we would do it. And it was just at the end of the month, it'd be like, okay, next pay's in, but there was nothing left in reserves.
Yeah, sure. Okay, awesome. So I guess we've been working together for a little while now. Now from memory, I guess what I kind of want to know what that experience has been like so far for you guys, but also if there was any kind of standout like learning moments for you both.
For me, I think it was one of the biggest changes that made a big difference was becoming conscious of our spending. Tracking our spending week to week, month to month has been made a huge difference for us. It means that we're aware of where our money's going, and it makes us stop and think before we spend that money. That's been a really big one for me, and planning.
Yeah, I think the biggest aha moment for me was when we had a bit of a dental emergency, and with the work that we've been doing with you, we've only been doing it for maybe a month and a half or 2 months or something.
Yeah.
Instead of having to dip back into that old Zip and Afterpay areas, we were able to pay cash for what we needed to get done. And as you're well aware, we had quite a few of those throughout our journey, but yeah, every single one of them that we've had come up, whether it's kids or animals, we've had the cash sitting there and we've been able to pay cash. So yeah, I think that's one of the biggest aha moments for me, to say, well, whatever we're doing is working. So
sure. Oh, that's good. So I guess besides the stuff that we've already mentioned, is there kind of any other like changes that you've really enjoyed that you've seen so far?
I think us both communicating and coming together to work towards a common goal, that's been a really good change for us. Like, instead of Nick seeing where we're not going and me being happy with, just day to day, just focusing on where I was at the moment, I think us both coming together for a common goal has been a big difference for us.
Yeah, there was a huge gap, I guess is probably the right word, a huge gap between where my thought process was when it come to money, budgeting, savings and things, and where Larissa's was. So yeah, that was a huge benefit. It was able to, we started communicating, we started dream building together. We started, it's brought us together a lot more financially on the finance side, although we've always been combined bank accounts and everything like that, but it's brought us more back to all right, this is where we are, this is our goal, let's shoot for it and let's go. So
man, that's wonderful. And I mean, communication obviously is going to underpin any sort of future success for you guys as well, so it's good to hear that that's been a really big growth there. Is there anything else that comes to mind? So what have we covered? Having some money in the bank to cover emergencies, and kind of communication. So like, is there anything else that comes to mind?
Well, there's probably lots of things. I just haven't got them at the top of my mind.
Planning's probably the other big one. You know, planning the weeks instead of at 2 o'clock going, oh, we need something for dinner. We'll grab something out of the freezer, or well, it's too late to grab something out of the freezer. Let's duck off to Woolies. So, you know, planning not just that, but planning our weekend activities, planning, you know, 3 months ahead if we've got birthdays and things like that. You know, though, yeah, planning as a overall has been beneficial, and you know, like having our weekly meetings to plan those things and things like that. You know, so yeah, that's all of it combined. You know, the communication and the planning and the discussions and everything. All of it has just it's just spearheaded us ahead way further than we were sitting, you know, 6-8 months ago. So
yeah, that's fantastic. That's really, really good. Yeah, that's very good. So I guess if there's people out there who are catching this and they're kind of thinking, you know, should we do this? Should we not do this? What would you kind of say to those people?
This is the best investment that we've ever made, really, in moving forward with our finances. You've been, what's the right word? You've been really flexible in helping us work with what we already knew and teaching us how to do it ourselves in a way that works for us. So it's been really, really nice to have a program that's really worked with us as individuals, opposed to a set, do it this way. If it doesn't work, then it's because you're not trying hard enough.
Sure.
It's been really wonderful just having something that's so built for us as our lifestyle,
adapted to us.
Yeah.
No, I'd be the same. I would highly recommend to anyone. You know, as I said to you just before, I was very skeptical to start off with, and even after our first meeting, I was still skeptical. But you know, as what are we 6 months in now, and I would highly recommend it to anyone. And I have recommended it to our friends, you know, school friends and things like that. I have recommended it to people, you know, because yeah, it's, as Larissa said, it's not a one shoe fits all program. It was adapted for us to how we live, and the results are in the bank. The results are there. So yeah.
That's fantastic. That's good. I appreciate that, guys. And like, it's been a lot of fun, and I know that the best is yet to come. So, you know, we're still working together, which is fantastic. And I think, I think it's going to be a fun journey ahead as well. So again, I appreciate the kind words, and definitely, excited for what the future holds as well. So that's very, very good. All right. Well, thank you so much for jumping on and doing this. And I'll talk to you guys later. Hopefully some people got some value out of this, and I'll talk to you guys soon.
No worries. Thanks, mate.
No worries.